Did it count down? All right, so how's everybody doing? Dr. Morris from Magnolia Medical Center. If you're watching this, I want you to pay attention to the heading. Okay, it's cold and flu season, and we are talking about whether or not you should take Echinacea to boost your immune system. So I've got my lovely assistant Whitney. She's the cameraman behind here. If she has to move around so you guys can see things or come up and get a little closer, she can do that. But we're going to talk about should you take Echinacea to boost your immune system. Okay, most of you have heard that people like, oh, you know what, if you want to avoid the cold or the flu, you want to boost your immune system, great, fantastic idea. But there's a certain type of patient who should not take Echinacea. And that is somebody who has an autoimmune condition, all right? And that's not everybody that has an autoimmune condition, but if you don't know about your autoimmune condition and what stimulates or what drives that autoimmune situation, which means your immune system is attacking yourself, if you don't know what drives that, then you really probably should not take some Echinacea. And here's why. Okay, so I'm going to go over a little bit about your immune system. I'm not going to try to use a bunch of medical jargon, but I do have to talk about some things so that you can do some research on your own on the internet. So your immune system has three basic parts, all right? You guys give me little hearts there, some little thumbs up if you're watching. Whitney's going to give me thumbs up to let me know that people are doing that. So if you guys give me some thumbs up, wave hello to me, whatever, just let me know that you're watching and this information is helpful. So you have your Th3 cells, all right? And we call those your T regulatory cells. These are a part of your immune system. People have heard of this, they're your T helper cells. So your Th3 are called your T reg cells or T regulatory cells, and they help regulate your immune system. And the two other basic parts to your immune system are your Th1 cells or your T killer cells, all right? And then you have your Th2, which are the ones that create most of your antibodies, okay? You guys getting this? All right, so why is this important? When you have an autoimmune condition, either your Th1 or your Th2 or both, but usually it's one or the other, is working overtime, all right? So, and when you're on autoimmune, what's happening is your immune system is attacking yourself. So if your immune system, either this side or this side, is ramped up all the time, it can attack your own body. So you can get like Hashimoto's, you can get rheumatoid arthritis, you get MS, you can get any type of autoimmune issue. And it's going to be because there's an imbalance in your immune system or an overstimulation of your immune system. And typically it's because your T regulatory cells have been failing to regulate your immune system. What's Echinacea have to do with this? Well, if you are Th1, can you see this in there, Whitney? Okay, great. Th1 dominant. Okay, all right, if you're autoimmune and you're Th1 dominant, all right, what that will mean is that these T killer cells are overactive all the time, okay? Now, if you're already Th1 dominant, would you want to force that part of your body to be more dominant? Would you want it to work overtime? The answer is no, you don't want that to happen. So Echinacea is known to be a Th1 stimulant, okay? So it stimulates that Th1 side. So if you're Th1 dominant, you don't want to take Echinacea to boost your immune system because that will actually force this autoimmune condition to potentially be worse. And there are people out there, some of you are watching this, you go, man, I never understood. Everybody said take Echinacea when I get sick, and it's always made me feel worse. Well, if it makes you feel worse, you can almost be sure that you're Th1 dominant, and Echinacea is pushing that situation further. That makes sense to everybody? Okay. Am I getting some thumbs up there, Whit? Are there people watching? Okay, great. So I'm normally doing this on the computer, and I can see what you guys are posting, but she's got my phone right now to do this, so I can't see what's happening. I'll respond to questions and stuff later. I'm also going to post a list of things on the site here below to help somebody determine, are you Th1 or Th2 dominant? All right, we're just going to post Th1 stuff. I'm going to go over it right now. So how would you know if you're Th1 dominant? Well, there's no exact science to it, but some some things that are shown in the literature to tell, hey, maybe you're Th1 dominant, so don't take echinacea, is if you have a lot of delayed food sensitivities, which means you eat something and sometime later you have a reaction to it. Maybe you get inflamed, get swelling, you feel exhausted, you're tired, you get a headache, but you have something related to food. Not a food allergy, but a food sensitivity. Usually a Th1 dominant person has that. If you have brain fog, now brain fog can be Th1 or Th2, but brain fog is a symptom of either one. Fatigue, especially after eating, or acute exercise, like you exercise really heavy and you're tired after that for a long time, might be Th1 dominant. If you have irritable bowel syndrome, if you've been diagnosed with IBS or think you have IBS, usually, not always, again, these are not hard and fast rules, but usually going to be Th1 dominant, might want to avoid the echinacea. Rheumatoid arthritis, usually an indicator of a Th1 dominant person. Hashimoto's can be both, but it's usually Th1. So if you have a Hashimoto's problem, if you have a thyroid issue, first of all, you need to come see us, okay? And the reason why is because we can help sort out this immune system thing, these autoimmune issues. But Hashimoto's, low T3, this is for you guys watching this. I'm not talking about low T. We're not talking about low testosterone. We're talking about low T3. And that is a thyroid hormone, okay? And there's multiple reasons why somebody's thyroid hormone, T3, can be low. But one of them could be their Th1 dominant, all right? A few other things. A sign, usually thin people like me, all right? I'm a pretty slender individual. But usually people that are thin are more likely to be Th1 dominant. Th2 is usually going to be somebody who's a little heavier. We have irritable bowel issues. We talked about that. We have psoriasis and rosacea. If you get that redness on your face or you're prone to psoriasis on your hands or even psoriatic arthritis, usually Th1 dominant. Again, not hard and fast rule. Celiac, Crohn's disease, type 1 diabetes, Th1 dominant. Some people, women out there, I hate to say it, but a lot of women have PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Usually if you have PCOS, it's going to be a Th dominant type of issue. Might want to avoid the echinacea this time of year. Don't have that be part of your supplement regimen. Could make things worse. Alzheimer's, lupus, multiple sclerosis, Guillain-Barré syndrome, vitiligo, and having low pregnenolone, which is a precursor to progesterone and whatnot. So if you have an autoimmune issue, generally speaking, if you go, well, that's a lot of different symptoms, a lot of different diagnoses, maybe you haven't been diagnosed with things yet, it might be just a good idea to avoid echinacea altogether because you don't want to drive your autoimmune system crazy. Now, what about the good side to being Th1 dominant? Might as well end this off with some good news. Usually people that are Th1 dominant have a very overactive T killer cells. That's the point. Their Th1 cells are dominant. So these cells are hunter killers, right? They're out there searching for anything that doesn't belong. So people that have high levels of Th1 are less likely to get cancer. And the reason being is those cells are out looking for anything that doesn't belong, and it finds those cancer cells more easily and can get rid of them. So that's a plus point for this. And it's one of the reasons why some anecdotal stuff about echinacea is like, hey, maybe that can even help cancer. Look, the FDA doesn't allow anybody to say that, so I'm not saying it. What I've been saying so far, everything I've said hasn't been evaluated by the good old FDA. So we're not here to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent, mitigate any disease. Give me a little check and little hearts. Let me know that my FDA disclaimer was received. But Th1, usually less likely to get cancer because those cells are so active, they just hunt out anything that doesn't belong. But if they get overactive, they actually hunt out your own tissue, all right? And they start to beat you up. Autoimmune issues are like crazy skyrocket right now. A number of people being diagnosed. Fortunately, they are being diagnosed now because years ago, not even that long, but just a few short years ago, most people went undiagnosed for long periods of time and they suffered a lot. So what do? Don't take echinacea. Make sure your vitamin D levels are high. Vitamin D supports your Th3, your T regulatory cells. Vitamin D supports that. Glutathione supports this. You want to do other things. Zinc helps your immune system, especially this time of year. It is right now, it is November 13th, I think. And it's the most miserable weather for me. It is about 37 degrees here in Tennessee. It's blowing pretty hard, and it is overcast and damp out. So I can't stand this weather. But this is the exact type of weather people go, this weather makes me sick. No, it doesn't. Your immune system being more suppressed makes you sick. Less sunlight means lower vitamin D because our skin makes it. So you want to support your body with more vitamin D. You want to have zinc. That supports your immune system. You want to make sure you're getting vitamin C, vitamin A, even vitamin E. These are all things that help support your immune system. But if you're autoimmune and you know it, don't have this be part of your regimen. I hope you guys found this helpful. I'm going to turn this off right now. We want to bring more information to you about autoimmune issues, thyroid issues. If you have autoimmune issues or thyroid issues, you need to come see our office. I have a nurse practitioner who is absolutely amazing at helping people with autoimmune issues, thyroid issues, and we want to get people well. We just don't want to keep medicating you for the rest of your life and say, sorry, Charlie, you're stuck with this disease. We disagree with that model of healthcare. If you're looking for something like that, you can call the office. You can just go to the Facebook page here and get our office information. We appreciate you watching. Give me a little more hearts there, and we will see you next time. Thanks a lot.